Hey, what's up guys? Matt here. I want to kind of go over, I had a couple of questions from two different people on the same day, so I thought I need to do a video on this. Asking how do you fancy up your piano playing? If you've seen my lessons, I teach the basic chords. And let's say most of the time I'll teach the chords C, G, D, and E minor. And I talk about when you're playing piano, you can do open up eyes, surround us with your light, your love endures forever. So you can just find your beats per chord, and then you do that many beats with your right hand, and do twice as many with your right hand than left hand, because your left hand's your bass hand. Open up eyes, surround us with your light, your love endures forever. And rightfully so, that sounds decent, but people will ask me all the time, how come yours sounds fancier when you do it? Now, so I want to go over this video a few ways to kind of quote-unquote fancy up your playing or take your playing to the next level. The first thing I would do is learn a different rhythmic pattern instead of just the three notes that make up that major chord. So you might do outside then inside. So for a C chord, you play a C, E, and G. You might play the C and G, then just E. Also, just so you know, pressing that foot pedal adds too. If you have a foot pedal on your keyboard or piano, you can hear how that lingers. Versus if you don't have the foot pedal, it stops. So, by playing the same song with this alternate pattern, open up eyes, surround us with your light, your love endures forever. Oh, your love endures forever. You see it's getting more and more advanced. And then even with your left hand, if you get where your left hand is doing that same alternate pattern, open up eyes, surround us with your light, your love endures forever. Oh, your love endures forever. The song I'm playing, by the way, is called Open Up Your Eyes by Elevation Worship. My dog's down here wanting to play with a toy while I'm trying to do a video. But anyway, so that's the first thing you do is work on different patterns. And as you get more and more advanced, you want to keep that same timing, that tempo. In your head, no matter what kind of chord you're on, you're keeping that same steady tempo. Open up eyes, surround us with your light, your love endures forever. Oh, your love endures forever. Another way to get more and more advanced, let me turn it off, is to add a high note one octave up. So this gives a really full, rich sound that you're playing more up and down the keyboard. So for a C, you play your three regular notes for a C chord and a high C. So it's a lot more of a stretch in your hand by using my thumb, first finger, middle finger, and pinky. For a G, it'd be a G, B, and D, excuse me, and then also high G. For a D, D, F sharp, A, high D, E minor, E, G, B, back to E. So that gives it a really rich, full sound too. Open up eyes, surround us with your light, your love endures forever. Oh, your love endures forever. So we went over, you can work on different patterns. You can even do a pattern where you're just, as long as you're keeping that timing the same. I always go back to that. As long as that timing's staying the same, you can play any notes, go back and forth, any rhythmic, called a rhythmic pattern, any rhythmic pattern you want, as long as you're ready to switch. It's time to switch. So I don't even know what I'm doing here. It's just I'm keeping that same timing. And then the last thing I'll go over really fast to help switch it up is sometimes stay with the same note on your bass hand, but throw in a different chord, whatever the next chord is. So for example, open up your eyes, let's open up our eyes, surround us with your light, your love endures forever. So you can see that subtle difference, but it makes a big difference for spicing it up. So D, then E minor, back to D. So instead of just pounding on the D keys, the D chord, I'm D, then start back over. That's a great exercise. C2, G2, D, E minor, D. You see, instead I didn't go E minor with my bass hand. I stayed D, E minor right hand, back to D, then C. Hope this helps you guys work on the different rhythmic patterns, work on adding the pinky, and work on throwing in the alternate chords. That'll help spice up your playing a little bit. Please subscribe if you haven't. Check out facebook.com/acoustic selection. Love you. God bless you.